So my wonderful macro, among many other problems that it seems to has decided that this ball joint here is much better not in there. So that is not a good situation. It took a hell of a beating to get this ball socket out of this hub. Just to top my day off and make it all even better, we have a lovely power cut. My generator, I accidentally backfed some power through that.
Oh, he's intelligent enough as humans go.
So that doesn't work. So if anybody knows how to fix this, when you backfeed power into it, I'd like to know, because I'm stuck without power. But once again, the macro decided that the oil is better on the floor than it is inside of it. Once again, the little O-rings in the valve block poured oil out again, and I had to replace them, and it was a ball ache, and it was flipping horrible, and it's wasted a whole load of oil. Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents. In today's episode of Items That Don't Work, I present to you my McCormick tractor. Now, those of you who are longer term viewers will know that it doesn't, or in the field, it was weirdly disengaging drive while mowing at one point. But now here we are today where it doesn't like going forwards or backwards, and I believe it is this forward and reverse shuttle lever. It's got some little contacts in there, and I think they're either a bit dirty or a bit worn out and need replacement. So that is what we've got to do. So we'll see if it actually moves, because it hasn't wanted to move. This time it's going to move, but it was more, see, it's doing its dodgy shit again. Let's go forward, that's alright. So it seems to weirdly disengage at very random points in life. So anyway, that's what we've got to sort out, and then we're moving some muck as well. So if you haven't done already, make sure you, see now it stops. As I was saying, if you haven't done already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell. You'll be notified of my videos every Tuesday and Friday.
A few moments later.
So this is a pain, isn't it? Like I say, it just randomly stops. I'm pretty certain that it is indeed what I think it is. There's not much explanation else for it. I did have once where you'd start the tractor and it would drive for about 40 seconds, and then you just lose all drive and all everything. But that was, it has like a transfer pump inside of the axle at the back, and that was a little keyway on a shaft that had come out. It's quite a common fault with these. It had come out, and the pump that basically, it's got 3 separate compartments almost in the gearbox. And what happens is the return oil flows into the rear compartment, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So all the oil, it pumps it from the middle compartment, and when it returns, it goes into the rear compartment of the axle. So then you have a little transfer pump that then pumps from the rear to the front section, which then allows it to suck up. So what was happening is, it was using up all the oil that was in the segment where it pumps from, and not returning the oil to the other segment. So that's why. But I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that this time around, because like I say, now it's driving. It's just very difficult to engage at times. So hopefully it's not that. Well, it's not that. I know it's not that. Depends on what else it is. But I think the plan is to take that forward and reverse shuttle apart a little bit and give it a good clean, and then hope for the best. Because like I say, I've got some muck to move today. I've got the tippet trailer on the back. So yeah, in true fashion, budget Bill has got to sort this mess out and hopefully make it work. So we'll just get round to near where my workshop is, get some tools out, and we will see. I've lost drive again for no apparent reason, just to lose drive. And then if you do it again, you're moving again. Ridiculous, ridiculous. That is no good for anybody. So I'm hoping that's what it is. If not, it might be something more serious, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'll get some tools together and we'll get this stripped apart. Right, I'm back with some tools. First thing to do is take the steering wheel off, which is a 21mm socket. Don't know how tight that's going to be. Oh, wasn't too bad. So take that off. I'm not sure I essentially absolutely have to take this off, but I think it's going to make it a fair bit easier. Right, it's going to be the, there we go, one steering wheel off, lovely. Couple of screws maybe, not entirely sure. There's one, I think, yep. Will that just lift off? That clip in or screwed or what? Right, that's that part off. So here you've got the little electromagnetic forward and reverse switch. This works a little bit like that. It's got a little contact there on the back, and I'm wondering if it's that is got quite a bit of, I don't know how well you can see that, it's got quite a bit of metal shavings and all sorts on there. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll give that all a good clean, and then hope for the best maybe. I can't get that out any sense, it's going to be too much hard work. So we'll probably just clean it as it is there. There's loads of little, oh yeah, loads. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. Loads of bits of, well, metally sort of shavings. So I'm going to go get a bit of tissue, a bit of brake cleaner. We'll give that all a good clean. And then we shall try it again, probably. I think that is probably going to be the issue. Right, boys and girls, I'm back with some brake cleaner. Wonderful. There's nowhere else to really put you, so you're just going to have to deal with the view from afar, I suppose. But I'll show you the finished project after. Let me take a picture first, and then I can show you what it is before, and then what it will be after. Once I've given everything a good bit of clean. I've got some parts and brake cleaner, wonderful stuff. Go a bit light on the old sensors and that, but that'll be alright. Shouldn't cause too many issues. Must work off of like an electromagnetic field or something, I'm not entirely sure. To be fair, I thought it was an actual switch, but clearly it's just some sort of electromagnetic gizmo device. Make sure all of that is clean. It's a wonderful job. Right, I think that's about as clean as it's going to get. It's pretty good, much better than it was, and most importantly, the little electromagnetic thing on there hasn't got much metal on it, so it should have a stronger magnetic field which I think is the aim of the game here, really, personally. Oh shit. I think that's, yeah, like I say, the sort of aim of the game is where you want to be. Just going to clean this off a little bit while I'm here. Not sure brake cleaner is the best thing for plastic, but there we go. It's all I've got with me, so that's what we'll do. It doesn't need to be clean, it's a tractor at the end of the day. Shove that back on there like that, and yes, I am willing to put it all back together and hope for the best. I know what you're probably thinking, why don't you try it first, but what's the fun in that? You may as well waste all your time putting the thing back together to then take it all apart again if it don't work. Lovely. Let's put the steering wheel back on. Alright, one steering wheel on. Do that up. One centre cap on. Let's see if it works. So in theory, if it's pretty much instant, we're alright. Still a bit juddery in reverse, just a bit weird. I don't know why it's juddery in reverse. It goes forward absolutely fine. Oh, it's a bit bizarre that. It's just juddery in reverse, I'm not entirely sure why. I haven't got any of that engaged. See, that time it was better. That was better. Don't know. Just a little bit strange. Might get better, I suppose. Now it's clean. I mean, that's not terrible. It's just a bit relaxed, I suppose. Right. Anyway, that's at least that fixed, and it seems to move forward and backwards. So I'm confident that we can make a start on the job in hand. Yeah, we've got the gears. The gears are the main thing. I reckon reverse will improve with time. Right, that's a good job done. Hopefully fixed. Let's move on to the next. Right, the next part of project Let's Have Some Fun is to move this muck pile and tidy this area just here up, because winter is fast approaching and I need this area cleared to have a bit of a tidy up. So that's what we're going to do. I've got a couple of bales to move to start with, or just move slightly further backwards. A bit of rubbish to push up just there. I'm not really sure what to do with that yet. It needs sorting through, but I haven't got time for that today. My main focus is to just get that pile of muck out of the way. So I'm just going to move these bales and then we'll move on to the muck. Right, that's it, we're ready to move the shit. So I'm going to get quite a few loads done. I'm tipping this in the bottom field because I don't want it out where the haying fields are, just because it's not the cleanest of muck. It's pretty clean, to be fair, but it's not cleanest and it needs a bit of time to rot down because it's quite a bit of hay and more than manure, which isn't ideal. So the plan is to turn around first. I'll probably time lapse the first load, and then we'll just keep cracking through them really. So it shouldn't take too long, to be fair, as long as everything behaves. It's a 50-50 chance that the macro is going to spew its oil out everywhere, because that's what it likes to do.
Stop saying shit like that.
All of the fucking time. It has like a secret fantasy for that sort of shit, but there we go. It's all getting a bit wet and a bit moist in places as well, which isn't ideal, but what can we do? It's nearly winter. Right, I'll get this first load loaded up.
Comes over me just like a sunrise. You set a scene, turning my gray skies blue, just like you always do. I don't want anyone.
Right, as you would have seen, that's the first load loaded up. It's not the cleanest, you probably would have seen that. It always makes it a bit of a nightmare to muck spread, to be honest, but it's I can pull out as much of it as I can, and then the rest of it, I just hope for the best. But it shouldn't take too long, so we're going to tip this load, and then we'll come back and we will smash through it as quickly as humanly possible. Just too windy from the drone, but oh well. So that's the A game, that's the plan. It's a bit annoying that I've got to get out and open and shut gates, but that's just life. As you would have seen, it's very hayy, this load. I'm hoping that the cows, because I'm tipping it in the field where the cows are, I'm hoping they might have a little nibble at it and eat some of it. It doesn't matter if they don't, it's no biggie. It just would be nicer to not waste as much. But anyway, so yeah, I'll see you when we tip this, and then we'll go back up and we will just smash through it as fast and as quickly as we can. There's no point dragging it on anymore.
Anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you. My mind is made up, won't ever change, and no matter what, I feel the same. Hold up the world for you whenever you want me to. I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you.
Right, we're over halfway, but once again the macro decided that the oil is better on the floor than it is inside of it. Once again the little O-rings in the valve block poured oil out again, and I had to replace them, and it was a ball ache and it was flipping horrible, and it's wasted a whole load of oil. I still don't understand what the issue is there. I'm assuming there must be a pressure relief valve inside the block maybe that's not operating how it should be. Whether or not I can figure that out and take it out and give it a clean maybe, I don't know, but it's rather frustrating. But like I say, we're pretty much halfway, probably over halfway, so we will just continue and then try and get it cleared and scraped by the end of today, even though that has taken a vast amount of time to fix the macro. But that is just life. The tractor, on the other hand, is doing alright. So anyway, we will carry on and I will see you in a little bit.
Anyone else? I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you. I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else
Right, got that much done. Quite a bit, not all of it, for reasons that I'll explain in a second. So there's just that little bit there left. That mess there, I did a big scrape and a tidy up. We'll finish that off. The fourth or fifth problem I've had today is that piece of tin is falling off the barn there. Then I've got to get in and clean this out. Wonderful job that is. But you may ask, why did I not finish that off? And I will show you now. So my wonderful macro, among many other problems that it seems to has decided that this ball joint here is much better not in there. So that is not a good situation. It took a hell of a beating to get this ball socket out of this hub. I actually ended up, because I couldn't get it out, I ended up using this almighty big jackhammer to hammer that out, because no matter what I did, no matter how much heat I put into it, it was not coming out. So that's that. I've ordered a new outer tiewood end. It could do with an inside one as well, but I haven't got the money at the minute, so it's going to get an outer. I've ordered that through Cramp, so I should be able to get that tomorrow, which is wonderful. And then, just to top my day off and make it all even better, we have a lovely power cut. My generator, I accidentally backfed some power through that. So that doesn't work. So if anybody knows how to fix this, when you backfeed power into it, I'd like to know, because I'm stuck without power, and yeah, it's not ideal. So a productive but non-productive day, like usual. A productive day, but breaking many things along the way. Oh God, you couldn't write it, could you? At least we fixed the tractor though. The McCormick's fixed, but now the macro's broken, so you trade one for the other. And that's just the way life goes. So anyway, on that bombshell, I hope you've enjoyed. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Please like the video. Please hit the subscribe button because it helps. There's also a hype button. Don't know about it, just click it. Hype the video. And I will see you in the next one, which will be on Friday, I assume. And hopefully less things go wrong, because I'm getting bored of it now. But there we go. So, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.